So can you create Instagram Reels without showing your face? The short answer is yes. And in this video, we're gonna look at different ideas that you can implement and create videos without showing your face. Before we jump into it, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, and also like this video. Okay, now let's jump right into this. Let's talk about Instagram Reels and creating video content without showing your face. Well, first of all, I wanna tell you, if you wanna build your personal brand online on Instagram or any other social media platform, using video and actually being on the video is actually the shortcut, because people have different connections. But anyways, that's not the topic of this video. In this video, I want to give you some ideas that you can implement and get inspiration from, so you can think of ideas for your reels without being on the camera. All right, so first of all, here's my Instagram, Ali Mirza 2K. If you don't follow me, you should do that right now. And then what you want to do is go to guides. So guides is a new feature, new-ish feature Instagram has. You're able to create collections of different types of posts in one guide. That's what these are. So what I did, I created about 6 posts, and I call these Instagram Reels ideas without showing your face. So let's go through this, and I think you'll be able to draw some inspiration for your business. I think especially if you are in the education space, I think which almost everyone is, you want to teach people, the marketing, you want to teach people the tips, the tactics, the hacks, and you want to attract those people to you. You can definitely create amazing content without being on the camera. So let's look at some of these examples. So the first one right here, explain a concept using a pen and a paper. So let me actually fix this. Let me do this. I want to play this for you. You may not hear the audio, but there you go. So basically I'm not on the video, but I'm explaining a concept. I'm explaining something that's very relevant to my audience, which is social media marketers, right? So you can do something similar, draw something up. Think of what type of problems, what type of questions your audience has, right? And then you can create, and also this is kind of like a whiteboard. So instead of doing it on a paper, you can also do it on a whiteboard, which I have done several times. So that's like idea number 1. Let's look at idea number 2. So it's kind of similar. Jump on a trend without showing your face. So I saw this trend I believe I saw this on TikTok first, but a lot of people on TikTok and IG Reels were using this, and you didn't need to be on the camera. So let me play this and let's talk about this. There you go. So it's just kind of interesting how this trend, when I looked at it, a lot of people, obviously they were doing it in their own way, and I took it and I kind of, so I talked about the Instagram post and then the growth and all the challenges that come with it, right? So that actually did really well, and I didn't need to be on the camera, right? It's a super, super simple concept. So look at different trends that are happening, and people, especially the trends where people are not showing their faces, because on this, people were not showing their faces. They were not talking about Instagram. That was my niche. So I took the trend and then I added my flavor to it, or made it relevant to my audience by talking about Instagram or marketing. So that's example number 2. Number 3 is share a tip or tutorial. So this happens a lot, people. I'm seeing a lot of people do different tips, tutorials without being on the camera. So this was a simple tutorial I did. I don't think I'm on the camera. Someone asked me this question about how do you mirror the screen of your iPhone on the Mac. I think that's what I did. But think of what products you have. Maybe you can do unboxing or boxing. I don't know if they're boxing videos, but you get the point. You can show people how to do something, how to use your product without being on the camera, right? So the whole focus is on that thing that I want to show. All right, so that was the idea. Let's look at this. And here's another one. It's very similar. I wanted to share a quick hack, a productivity hack, I call it, to my audience, and it's the same concept. Again, I'm not on the video. It did really, really well, but it's relevant to my audience. That's the key. Whatever content you create, it has to be relevant to your audience. So this was a super simple, not a productivity hack, but super simple. A lot of geeks like me, marketing nerds like me, we want to know stuff like this. I believe the next one is probably a productivity hack. So let's look at it. Yeah, so here's a productivity hack that I discovered. So some of these are very similar. You can see without being on the camera, I'm explaining, I'm doing a tutorial, I'm doing a how-to, I'm showing how to use something. So it's all kind of like a similar concept. But again, I am not on the camera, so you can still create. A lot of people, I do get this question a lot, especially when I do live shows. How do we create videos, Instagram Reels, or even TikTok without being on the camera? Here are some ideas. And I'm sure if you look at content from other people in the industry, maybe your industry, you'll find more examples, and maybe better examples than these. But there's a ton of ways you can be creative and create content. Here's the last one I want to talk about. And I call this, let other people tell a story. So you don't necessarily have to be on the video delivering the message. It could be your team member. It could be someone, and here's some examples again. You can interview people. Yeah, I used to, if you look for hashtag the one tip show, I used to interview other people in 16 seconds, or I believe that one was probably like 60 seconds. But you can make other people the center of your story. So think of interview, think of testimonials, right? For example, this one right here, it's a fun video. My friend got a laptop from eBay, but he got the wrong color. So I kind of made a video. I captured that moment, but I am personally not on the video, on the camera. He is the center of that story. So that's the idea there. There you go. All right, guys, so these are some ideas that you can draw inspiration from to think of if you do decide to create content without showing your face. Before you go, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and also like this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.